mysterious world of bees, Bees are one of nature's most incredible and fascinating creatures. Small but powerful, complex yet perfectly balanced, these creatures play an essential role in our ecosystems. However, most of us honeybees don't just make honey, they sustain ecosystems, help plants thrive, and balance the health of our planet. So, what secrets lie within the world of bees? How do they work so flawlessly together? In this documentary, we will dive into the hidden world of bees, exploring their remarkable lives and their critical role in nature. Get ready to discover the tiny engineers that shape our world. The secret world of bees. Bees are one of the most fascinating and complex organisms in nature. With their tiny bodies, they create a massive impact. In this documentary, we will uncover how these small creatures work so efficiently and play a crucial role in honeybees spend much of their lives within colonies, but these little colony members are more than just workers in a hive. They are critical players in the world's ecosystems. Bees have existed for over 100 million years, and they've managed to survive and thrive throughout history. How have they been so successful? The evolution of bees. Honeybees evolved from simple creatures that initially gathered fruit pollen into complex social organisms. Today, this social structure is a product of millions of years of evolution, making bees one of the most effective organisms on the planet. In this part, we will explore their evolutionary journey, how they have survived, and the challenges they have faced along the life cycle of a bee. A bee colony functions as a perfect system managed by a queen. The queen lays eggs, while worker bees gather pollen and food. This social structure contains specific duties and roles for each bee. How does a bee grow, live, and eventually complete its life cycle while facing various challenges? In this part, we will examine the life of a bee from birth to death, exploring each phase of their life. The incredible communication of bees. The bee dance. Bees use an amazing method of communication, known as the waggle dance. When a worker bee gathers nectar from flowers, she dances to tell other bees the exact coordinates of the flower, its distance, and how much nectar it contains. Carl von Frisch, a scientist who first uncovered this dance, showed how advanced bee communication is. What exactly is the secret of this dance? How do bees manage to communicate such chemical communication? Bees also communicate through pheromones, chemical signals that influence the behavior of other bees. When a bee detects danger, it releases a pheromone to alert the colony. What are the different pheromones that bees use? How do they convey emotions and instructions to one another through these chemical signals? Smell and memory. Bees have an extraordinary ability to recognize and remember scents. A bee can recall the scent of a flower and return to it in the future. But how does this memory work? Do bees only remember fleeting smells, or do they store environmental factors as well? In this section, we will delve into the memory and sensory capabilities of bees, focusing on their sense of smell and how it aids their navigation. The role of bees in the ecosystem. The power of pollination. One of the bees' most important duties is pollination. These tiny creatures are responsible for facilitating the reproduction of plants around the world. Roughly 75% of every time a bee visits a flower, it carries the necessary pollen for fertilization. But what would happen if bees disappeared? How would this affect plant life and, ultimately, in this segment, we will explore the crucial role bees play in the pollination process and the implications of their decline. Bees and food production. The decline of bee populations poses a significant threat to agriculture and food production. Many fruits, vegetables, and nuts are directly dependent. In this section, we'll discuss how the role of bees is integral to food production and how their decline could jeopardize global food security. Bees' role in natural balance. Bees are not just critical for food production, they are essential for maintaining the balance of ecosystems. They help various plants thrive, which in turn supports a range of animal species. The loss of bees would disrupt not only human food systems, but the entire ecological web. In this section, we will examine how bees contribute to the natural balance and what their loss would mean for biodiversity and ecosystem health. The future of bees and the threats they face. Why are bees disappearing? Today, bee populations worldwide are under threat. Pesticides, habitat loss, climate change, and pests are making survival more difficult. What is causing this collapse? What can be done to prevent it? In this part, we will explore the various threats to bees and how these challenges affect their survival. Conservation efforts to protect bees. Scientists, environmentalists, and farmers around the world are working. But are these efforts enough? Can we truly save the bees before it's too late? In this section, we will look at conservation efforts and the importance of protecting these vital creatures. Bees and humanity. Bees in human culture. Bees have always played an important role in human culture, from ancient Egypt to modern-day societies. In many cultures, honey and bees are revered as sacred symbols of life and prosperity. In Egypt, honey was associated with immortality. In this part, we'll explore how bees and honey have shaped human culture, art, and mythology throughout history. What role did bees play in ancient civilizations, and why were they so revered? The future of bees and humanity's role. As the future of bees hangs in the balance, it's clear that their survival is intimately tied to ours. The decline of bees could have profound effects on our food supply, economy, and even our way of what can we do to protect them? How can we ensure that future generations benefit from the wonders that bees provide? In this final section, we'll look at how we can help bees thrive and what steps we must take to secure a future where bees continue. Conclusion. Bees are more than just small insects. They are vital components of our ecosystem and key players in the survival of life on Earth. Without them, our world would be a very different place. In this documentary, we have explored the world of bees, from their incredible abilities to communicate, their critical role in the environment, and the threats they face. As we move forward, it is up to us to protect these small but mighty creatures and ensure that they continue to thrive for generations to come.